What's up, Laker Nation? It's your boy Dan, a Lakers fan, and today we're gonna get into this Charlotte Hornets 109-104 defeat where they beat us at Staples Center. We dropped the 42nd game of the year, guys, and our tank rankings are looking really, really good. We might end up with the second worst record by the time the season's done. Now, this was a great loss, guys, for us because our we kind of see a glimpse into the future, and our youth is looking really, really promising going forward. They continue to develop. They're looking really strong and really good. I mean, the Lou Williams trade was such a blessing, guys. Now we're really focusing on development, and it's gonna vouch well for us in the long run. I really like what these kids are doing. Before I get into the game, I'd like to take a moment to uh, talk to you guys a little bit about my past week, guys. I've been having tough times here at home. This 2017 has been really problematic for me. I'm not having a great year, and recently had a freak accident where I fractured my uh, what do they call it? The metacarpal. Yeah, I fractured my metacarpal, and I'm gonna require surgery in a couple of days. I'm just waiting for my appointment. They took X-rays, and I fractured it pretty bad, guys. So um, I'm gonna be out. I'm not gonna be able to work for a little bit, and also my insurance doesn't cover all the surgery costs. So this ain't a sob channel though. I'm gonna make it really brief and really quick. I started a GoFundMe. If you guys would like to support and you guys are willing and able, the link will be in the description. I'd really truly appreciate it, guys. You guys will really pick me up with anything you guys can. Anyways, going back to the game, it was a great game for us, guys. We Everything that Laker fans want at this point of the season is occurring. First of all, we lost the game by a little bit, right? That's what Laker fans have been telling me in the comment section. They want us to be in games even if we lose, right? And that's great. But my positive I'd love to take out of this game is that the main core of young guys look really, really great. For example, Julius Randle, this probably was one of his better games of the season, if not his best game. I mean, the kid was a monster, guys, all night long. He had 23 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Let me repeat that again. 23 points, 6 assists, 18 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks, guys. That's a monster stat. And that kind of, I mean, if he can do not that for us every night, but something similar to those kind of numbers, he would be the next Draymond Green. And you can kind of see uh, where Draymond says he has a lot of potential, right? Because he's a better scorer than Draymond, but if he plays with heart and grit every night, this is what his box score could look like, and he can really help us, guys. We almost had this game tonight. But he wasn't the only one, guys. D'Angelo Russell really looks like a floor general out there since we traded Lou Williams. I mean, he's been the primary. Him and Jordan Clarkson have been the primary beneficiaries of this trade, guys. They look really great, and they look like they're ready to take that next step. They're ready to take the next level. Um, Nick Young is probably the biggest liability on the team. I wish we would have traded him at the trade deadline, but unfortunately, you can slap lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig, and that's no disrespect to Nick Young. What I mean is that other teams could see that this guy's really kind of a clown, and they don't want to bring him around their locker room. We're probably one of the only teams that offered him this kind of contract. I mean, he probably wouldn't be in the league if it wasn't for Mitch and Jim. He's done great for us this season, shooting wise, but he's so one dimensional that he doesn't really help your team. To me, this kid is just looking to come off the screens and jack it up. Moving on, Jordan Clarkson is looking promising once again. I mean, I was down on him for most of the year, but little did I know that the only reason he was falling off a little bit was because Lou Williams was taking over, that bench unit. And really, the style that Lou Williams plays, he's a great player, but he takes a lot of players off out of rhythm because he holds the ball a lot and he creates for himself off the dribble, off screen and rolls. And he's a catch and shoot. I mean, most of the time when you pass it to him and he's open, he's gonna fire it. He's never looking to create for teammates. But that's who he is. I mean, he's a great player on a contender, and he looks great in Houston. But this trade has really benefited us. And oh, by the way, guys, all you guys that were hating on Corey Brewer, shame on you guys. Do you guys see the kind of defense this kid brings? He is a true valuable rotational player that can probably fit with us in the long run. I mean, I was thinking, maybe we're gonna play him out his contract in 2018 we just let him walk and we have all that cap space. But from the short clip I've seen from him in the short stint that he's been with us the last couple of games, I really like his defensive effort. I like how hard he plays. He's really athletic. He's long, and he's actually kind of quick, guys. He's perfect for a slashing wing player. His jump shot's not there, but that doesn't matter, guys. What he brings to the table is far more than whatever Nick Young's bringing. If I was Luke Walton, I'd start him or Clarkson over Nick. It's about time we shake these rotations up. I really like Zubac, man. I'm sorry, I always mess up his name, guys. My bad. I really like Ivica Zubats, all right, or Zupac or whatever they're calling him on Twitter. That kid keeps showing potential, man. There was a play where a player was trying to take a charge on him. He caught the ball in the middle of the lane. He stopped and just shot a nice little jump hook. Whenever he develops fully, that's gonna come natural to him, guys. His post game, I like it because he takes his time. He takes 1, 2 dribbles in the post, and then he sets up pretty nicely before throwing up the shot. That's why he's so efficient. But he's gonna continue to improve. With more minutes, I would start him immediately because to me, even though Tariq Black had a great game, by the way, what a poster dunk he had in that third quarter, Tariq Black. Even though he had a great game, he's too undersized for the center position, and he doesn't create for the power forward position. He can't really spread the floor. So to me, Tariq Black at best is a bench player. Of course, Luke Walton likes him because he has a history with him, so that's why he's giving him the opportunity. But Ivica Zubats must start. I think hopefully starting the next game. So my ideal starting lineup has to be, for now, it has to be because I like what Jordan Clarkson's doing off the bench, so I wouldn't start him yet. But I'd put D'Angelo with Corey Brewer at the shooting guard just to see what he can do on the wing, guys. Maybe gives us a little sneak peek of what Josh Jackson would look like next to Brandon Ingram, right? So D'Angelo, Corey Brewer at the 2, Brandon Ingram at 3, Julius Randle at the 4, and I really like Ivica Zubats at the 5. But the best, most exciting run we had so far in this young Lakers season, and they all played great together when they were on the floor, was when we had Larry Nance at the 5. So I wouldn't mind starting him at the 5 just to see how that team looks. I mean, we look younger, athletic. It's not like we're rim protecting, even with Ivica Zubats, right? Right now he's still raw, so even though he'll get a couple blocks in, I mean, they're still trying to beat him with speed and athleticism. So to me, he just needs to lose a little bit of weight and maybe replace it with muscle, and that kid will be perfect, Ivica Zubats. But I'd like to see both of them start. Maybe at first Larry Nance, and then down the stretch in a couple of games we could try Ivica Zubats. See who fits in with that young core better. But I really like what that team of D'Angelo, Jordan Clarkson, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, and Larry Nance did in that third quarter. They look they were really fun to watch, guys. They showed us a glimpse of how the future can look, right? That's our core young players right there, along with Zubats and Clarkson. But yeah, guys, this was a fun game. We lost it, which is still okay because we're tanking from this point. We dropped our 42nd game. I really like the leadership D'Angelo's displaying, guys. A lot of the haters right now are probably gonna start disappearing into their caves they came out of. I keep telling you guys, we need to be really patient with these young guys because if you trade them away too soon, who knows? I'm not saying any of these players are as talented as James Harden, but we could have the next James Harden, and you don't want to trade that away. I mean, just look at what happened to James Harden. He was a great six man of the year candidate every year with the Thunder. And he gradually improved and eventually became a superstar. But I don't think the Thunder knew he would be that great. If not, they would have traded Ibaka over him. So that's just one precautionary tale, of a young player that was traded too soon. And we don't want to do that, guys. We finally started to see promise with our young players, and we might even be able to add to the draft with Alonzo Ball or my personal favorite, Josh Jackson. But this was a great game, guys. By the way, let me talk a little bit about Brandon Ingram because I feel like I'm leaving him out. All right, this kid continues to struggle from the field, right? But let's not panic because Andrew Wiggins, his first couple of years, struggled with his jump shot, but now he's a lot more efficient, guys. So it's very possible he will develop. All I think that's wrong with his jump shot, I feel like he rushes it sometimes. I feel like he needs to use his length and take his time on a shot, and he'll be just fine. I mean, but I want to talk about the portion of his game that has really improved since Magic Johnson came aboard. Magic Johnson was doing a Spectrum Sportsnet interview the other day, and he said that he told Brandon Ingram to not avoid the contact because throughout most of the year he has been. This kid has been attacking the rim with purpose, guys. He had another poster dunk today over Tyler Zeller, and he looks athletic. I mean, he reminds me a lot of a player I used to love, Trevor Ariza, when he was with the Lakers. But hopefully his ceiling is higher. But I'd be happy even with that, guys. If he was a good borderline All Star type player, I'd be happy. Sure, we want him to be a superstar. Too early to tell. He still needs a lot of developing. He really needs to work on his free throws, guys. All season long, he's been missing his free throws. He shot a decent clip in college, and his free throws shot. Once he works on that, that might even help him improve his jump shot because the mechanics are on the release. They're a little off. If you pay attention, his release is a little late. But I think he'll improve his free throws for sure, guys. Anyways, guys, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys check out my GoFundMe, the link will be below on the description, and any help you guys can provide, if you're willing and able, that'd be great. And please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys at the next Laker game. Peace out, guys.